We're going to do a garden walkthrough today. I've been using my GoPro Hero3s, but I'm going to use a Canon HFS200, which has a much narrower field of view than what I've been shooting. I may shoot some B-roll with the GoPro. I'm just taking a look at everything, and we have these Mammoth Sunflowers that I showed in the last video, and we've just got tons of peppers coming now, more than we can eat. And that's great. I'm going to pick some and put on my pizza tonight, which Nikki is making. But just unbelievable, really good pepper production. Here I'm getting some new little, kind of small eggplants, but they're still looking pretty good. We've got some eggplants over there too, so we're going to have 5 or 6 more. It's been just a little bit dry here lately, which is kind of unusual because it's been being super wet. We can see here that Nikki's rooted up the squash that was in there. They kind of stopped producing. And so we're going to start winding the garden down and getting it into fall mode here pretty soon. So these are the sunflowers, the shorter sunflowers that are about 8 feet tall. That's about as high as I can reach. I can reach almost 8 feet up. And these are the ones that are probably close to 12 feet, and they've started bursting out. There we go. Very pretty. The sun's kind of hitting me. I'm shooting back toward the west right now. This is about 6:30 in the evening. So I'll shoot some wide angles of this too. These sunflowers are, I'd say, 5 to 7 feet tall. Very pretty though. I'm kind of glad she did this year. I thought it was a little bit crazy, but she loves sunflowers. We love to feed the birds, and the birds are already really picking on these. Got some weeds in the sweet potatoes, but that happened last year too. You can fight them as much as you can, and you just got to leave them be. It didn't hurt anything last year having a few weeds in it. So this is how the garden looks. Kind of narrow field of view with the Canon camcorder. The Canons shoot great video though. There's a bee of some sort there on that sunflower. So everything's doing all right. Like I say, just a little bit dry right now. Asparagus is still coming up thick. The new growth doing pretty well. These, we probably could have eaten some of that this year. We will eventually be eating that, probably next year. Carrots, we've been pulling some carrots. They've been very good. And so I might actually pull me a carrot tonight. Okra, we got a little bit of okra coming on. That's what this kind of crazy looking plant here is. You can see those little pods of okra. The grapes are finally starting to climb a little bit. They've been slow, but doing okay now. Really good year for peppers though. I'm really happy. So I'm gonna, I think, maybe get a few of these banana peppers, a bell pepper, and maybe a cayenne for myself here too, just to spice my pizza up tonight that Nikki's making. But everything's doing really well. I'm gonna shoot some GoPro video to use as B-roll. I've got the GoPro sitting there on my stick. And that's how if you've been watching any of the videos at all, then you know that I shoot some B-roll footage with a GoPro on a golf stick, and I extend it out and I can get high shots. And the GoPro shoots those excellent wide angle shots as well. So once again, thanks folks for tuning in. This is just our little record of how our garden progresses. It's kind of cool to me that people actually tune in and watch. We get a lot of comments and emails and people that are kind of following us, seeing what we're doing with our little raised beds. Raised bed gardening is awesome. It's a little bit expensive to get started, but once you've got it, it does a great job. And it makes gardening so much easier, vegetable gardening anyway. And you know, it's all we can eat really right here. Now, we don't grow corn. We don't. That's something I should maybe say. We don't grow corn and beans and stuff because you can buy that cheap, you know. And I know it's better if you get it off of an ear or if you get those really fresh beans. But you know, I like green beans pretty good out of a can or frozen, and they're just not that expensive. So that's why we don't put our money into beans and stuff. We put our money into sweet potatoes, into peppers, into asparagus. Some things we grow for fun, like the carrots, they're probably not that expensive either. The okra, I know Nikki's just kind of messing around with that, but we eat a lot of peppers, a lot of vitamins in the peppers. The tomatoes, she's had a few pretty good little tomatoes this year. They grew slow for a while, but now she's been taking a good many little tomatoes inside. Hope you all enjoy. Keep tuning in. Let us know what you think of the garden, and we'll answer any questions you have about raised bed gardening. You could try the cross tie method I've done here. It's worked really well. You can do the blocks like we get at Lowe's. If you've gone to any Lowe's hardware, you know what kind of blocks these are. You've seen them, and that's done really well also. I like having it a little bit higher. If I had it to do over again, I still think I'd probably still make this because it was so inexpensive, and it does isolate really well from the yard. So that's July 24th, a Wednesday, 2013.